days ago. And we weren't over here yesterday morning, but we could hear birds over here. So we're gonna try and slip down almost to the same spot that I killed that bird 2 days ago, and we'll see if we can hear something down in these bottoms. We just gotta walk out here. Should be gobbling here in the next 20-30 minutes. Be out on that high point listening, so we just gotta walk. This trail runs out, and then it runs down the edges of like the hillside, and you can listen down into the, like there's a big creek bottom down in the bottom, but there's a bunch of fingers that kind of feed down into it. And if you get up here above all of them, you can pretty much listen down in, and once one starts gobbling, you can get above him, line yourself up on the same finger that he's on, and then just go right down. And it's really nice because you start out above them, and you can go down towards them, and you can be right on the same finger that they're on. The nice thing about it is you're not starting below them and having to come up to them. Hopefully we'll get out here and hear something gobbling down in one of these fingers. Yeah, let's get closer. We got up on that little rise right there. Tossing out and turkey headed down in here. Moved up a little bit, crow went off. Turkey headed. He's definitely down on our side. He's not too far. We're gonna try and get some distance on him, and then try and hear him again. We gotta just keep going down. Let's go down. He's down there. Down probably that second point. This next one is not the one that you killed on. Probably, I don't know. Because this is the one you killed on. Next one. It's like he's right in here somewhere. Turkey's gobbling pretty good. We're above him. We're just gonna work down the finger that he's on. Hopefully we can get down here and get set up. We might be able to call him off this finger. Almost sounds like he's off that edge. He's moving. I don't think so. We're just getting lower up the hill. We're getting down. house. He's right over that. We're gonna sit right here. You gotta get up that lip, otherwise you're not gonna shoot him. Yeah, but once you get up there, don't break any sticks. Just get right on there, please. Let's see if we got him.
Yeah, so son. Yeah. That's what I'm freaking talking about, old son. Try to kill him, man. Good. Let's go.
He stood there and gobbled at 45 yards.
Oh, I bet.
More freaking ever.
I knew you were close.
He was behind that tree right there. And I was like, I just gotta get up. Nice.
Let's go, baby.
He was gobbling right there.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like right here. And I'm like, he's left. And then I go, no, he's right. And I go, he's left again.
Yeah.
His drumming sounds like it's over here. His gobbling sounds like it's over here.
Yeah,
And finally, it sounded like he was moving to the right. And so I go like this. And I go right here. And I start getting down. And I start getting up here. And I get my knee, because I knew I could get up behind the tree where he's gobbling. I got my knee up right here. Somewhere right here. And I got it right here. And I started to slide up. And I caught a glimpse of him, like black. And he was right there. I just went, boom. And he just flopped right over. Oh. That's fun. That's fun. You go, oh, right there.
I was really worried that I was like, he ain't coming up this any more than he is.
No, I knew.
Like,
I knew that was it.
He was hearing me.
Yeah, he was hearing you.
Yeah.
He was triple gobbling to you.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to come up here and look.
I knew, because he kind of sounded like he started to move to the right, and I think he was going to end up going right around.
He was right down there. That's exact. That one that I killed, doing the same thing. They get down in those shelves, and they just gobble. They just sit there and gobble.
Heck, he wasn't even. He wasn't 45 yards. He was 35, 30.
We jumped a mile.
I was like,
I
this
didn't jump,
devil.
I knew if you were crawling up there, you were gonna be able to see him. I didn't know if he was
This
gonna
tree
be in
was a
range.
big problem, but also it saved me too.
Gave you cover. This log right here.
This perfect.
Yeah.
This right here.
I seen that when I
He was at the angle right here at first.
Oh man.
It came in perfect right there.
Right behind that big old tree roots.
Yeah, that was good.
I jumped out of this thing.
Yeah, the dang thing little faster. Okay.
Hold on.
Now to be here for an hour.
I'm gonna take a picture of you on this lobster.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna walk up this finger, back up to that logging road, and walk out to the truck. It's a good day. Might be hunting all day just because of this weather, but that's the second gobbler that we've killed on this finger. And these fingers, you can see, we're on one right now. There's a big valley right here. It goes up to another one, down into another valley, up on top. And there's no creeks down there. They're dry down in there. But that logging road is up on top of all of them. And you can walk the top of them and listen down into each one. And we're back there. And it's weird how it lays. If a turkey's on this one, if you're over there listening on that one, you can't really hear over here. So we were way up there where we were hearing a bird far off. And we didn't hear this bird until we got almost over his finger, up on the logging road. And then once we could hear down onto this, that's when we started hearing him good. But that bird that I shot the other day, 2 days ago now, was on the same finger, doing almost the exact same thing. The only difference was they were about 200, maybe not even that, 150 yards apart, but doing the exact same thing, just gobbling and just working a bench back and forth. That turkey that I killed, the terrain wasn't as good as what we just did. That terrain worked in our favor perfectly. Dawson had like that little log there. He was able to crawl up to it. And then like a really steep bank.
and then the shelf was in range of that log. And that's where that turkey was right on that little shelf, just gobbling back and forth. I clucked a couple times at him and he hit it, but we knew in order to kill that turkey, Dawson had to be either up on that little knob right there and be able to shoot, whether it was flat and he had to shoot out, or if it was a drop off, he had to be able to shoot down. But that was definitely key, was getting up there on that knob. And I know we didn't get any video of the turkey, but that's just part of it. Sometimes you get turkeys that act like this and they just don't want to come to a call, or they're not willing to, and you just got to crawl on them. You got to use the terrain. If they're gobbling enough, let them keep gobbling and just move in on them, especially after these last few days of rain. The leaves are all matted down, super quiet. It makes crawling super easy. And you just crawl into a good position, using the terrain to your advantage. And then, like we did try and call a little bit just to pull them that last 20-30 yards, because it's better to call them that last 20-30 yards than try and keep crawling, because that can get a little sketchy when you're right on top of them like that and trying to crawl another 20 yards. So if you can call them 20 yards and you've already crawled on them a little bit, 40 yards, you can kill them. That's exactly what we've done in the past 2 turkeys here in Tennessee. Oh man, I didn't have too high hopes this morning. Wasn't the greatest goblin morning, except for that one. He was rolling, but everything else was pretty quiet. That was one of the 2 birds we heard this morning, and we've been hearing 4 or 5 in this big valley. So don't know how sweet. We're gonna work back to the truck, and we're gonna actually grill this sucker up, or fry him up tonight right at camp. So that was fun. Calling them in, and they come in and shoot. Call them in, kind of just different every time. You're doing some different crawling really situation and calling sequence or whatever. And sun's coming out. Calling and crawling, that's what you gotta call it. Calling and crawling in Tennessee. Turtles? I think we're too far gone for that.
Let me get this next.
Cookie?
Oh my God.
There's no right or wrong up here. It just is what it is.
What's in this?
And what?
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about
Eggs,
it.
milk, and a little bit of flour and breadcrumbs.
What's the stick? But
That's I'd say that's your breadcrumbs.
oh, okay.
Alright, nobody touch nothing
I need
yet.
some new breadcrumbs.
Let me check these.